EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Najee Harris, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Robinson will try to pick it up. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
You look at the Steeler defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the ball.
Going right back to Dotson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down and 8. Lance looks to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be
we're going to make a run into the guy. Instead of running past him, run into him. Run into him.
Not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking
right next to another goal to give.
Giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. And his catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Tatum. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, Nwogu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the 1st quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out wider so they can see into the field. They can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Back to throw. Tatum. And he's got it. Touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
oh my God,
it isn't for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance. Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Here's a screen for Robinson. Room past the 35. He's into the 2nd.
Come on, what is that, man?
The 32-yard line.
Eat him out.
Yards on the play as they do pick
It's
up
they're gonna hold.
conversion.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on 3rd down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. He's got right on the short throw. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Steelers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Another run now for Nwangu. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Operating from the gun, Tatum. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's cold.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Hey.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10. Robinson up the middle.
How does that not work?
About 2 there to the 36.
The person you put a double team on is the person they don't double team.
Linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot.
Force him to tackle because he needed a double.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And through that 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball time that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on first down. Tatum. He finds Pickens over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off play action. Tatum. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Tatum.
Oh, my God. They didn't even let me go for the ball.
It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Y'all really not going to let me go for the ball. Hey, good pass, good pass. Good pass. My man ain't flail at the ball. Nothing. What's he doing?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, he showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Mack. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now Lance.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be incomplete.
Yeah.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lance now to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-17.
Commanders 17.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Yes, sir. How about an out-of-boy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Tatum. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Tatum.
Oh my God, what did he do? What?
Much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh man.
You talk about this.
I clicked on why I couldn't go for the ball.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers.
Why I couldn't go for the ball?
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Tatum. He completes this one to Mack. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
To start it out, Robinson, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down and 4.
Let's go. Go set. Point to middle. Trail 3.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Oh my God. How is that? Why would he throw a bullet pass? They don't even make no. I just tapped the fucking button. Oh my God, this damn game. There was no reason to throw a bullet.
So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
I fucking hell, the free fall shit. This fucking guy, he just do what the fuck he want to do.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he stopped immediately.
He just do what the hell he want to do.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end.
No reason for that.
Route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Tatum. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching the tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. Tatum. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think
no bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Clean that up.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives or points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So a couple of field goals now, 6-0 our scores. The kicks away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. From the gun, it's Lance. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Ready, break.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Who we hold? 2 people got in there. Because everybody else is maybe.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll pitch it to Robinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one out to the 35. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
That's what you call VCR players, Charles.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Oh my God!
Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Yes.
Boom. This one back. It's a pick 6. Steeler touchdown.
That throw is a 4. Oh.
And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but
yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, They're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
52 blasters.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson.
That juke was so exaggerated, but I guess it got me past CJ Watt.
Third down is loading. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Lance. Middle of the field, he's got and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure.
His knees down, come on.
It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Tatum. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Jackrack.
Robinson with another carry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
38. Watch out now. 50 series.
On the give, here's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 more there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
And now they'll throw with Lance. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Handoff now to Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things had not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 13-7.
13. Commanders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here.
God damn it.
It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys feel I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield.
Man, no one be doing shit.
He will take this all the way.
Okay, Mark, get him back.
That was a special return,
and
it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
14.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh,
man, come on, they just kept making me get bust over and I'm running away. Oh my God, man.
One man to beat.
This is ridiculous, bro.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Gotta love Madden. Gotta love.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he's got room. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted.
They keep on making it fucking be a bullet pass. Why? Why? How soft do I gotta tap the fucking button?
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football
Oh,
in the first half.
goodness.
Maybe it's not all on
Fucking
him.
pass,
Still
the bullet
3
pass, until you
interceptions.
don't
That
need
puts
it to
the
be a
entire
bullet
team in
pass.
jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Oh!
Pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The throw over the middle, taken in. He's got room past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Tatum escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one in.
Do nothing,
Options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Mack. And they get him down, but not before it takes him across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful when you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, here's the Wangu. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, Tatum. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Tatum. Setting up the screen. Harris. Running right through it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Tatum.
So what? Kind of freeze.
For a Steelers touchdown.
Good play. Good play. What? I might be moving like that.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the
So, boy, you already facing the spot. You're already facing the direction he was throwing it, and you turned left.
Because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ugh.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Slide through.
Throwing now is Lance. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Shot. 17. Steal. Check. Steal. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Lance. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
On play action, Lance. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 17.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now Lance throwing on second down. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Lance. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. to Robinson now on first down.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Oh, nah, he's stuck.
Buying time to his left.
That's crazy. Go ahead, Lance.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard.
Dude just got stuck. He was not running. Oh, my God.
He turned that into a nice
He's not running.
Closer for third down.
He couldn't get off the blocks
was
about
clearly
that.
to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first.
Couldn't get off the blocks.
By evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
I mean, he was blocking somebody. That got him. That got him. He was doing some work.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Five?
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
And he is into the end zone.
And
Touchdown, Washington.
What in the end zone?
And Robinson Jr., his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this.
Oh, my God. This shit just...
Sometimes that binds you up so much.
The fuck? Come on.
Perfect combination of
This shit did not stop.
yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That wasn't the late push. This shit just kept going. It just stopped later.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one
Just a
away.
little lag, maybe. Yeah.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
I'll figure that out.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Operating from the gun, Tatum. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd down at 7.
Again, it's Robinson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing his lance on third down.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, my God.
Sly able to put this one through.
That's twice.
Kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the
Like you said, yeah, the opportunity to block 2 kicks back.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he will not have a chance here to try for another touchdown. He'll sit tight, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Tatum connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Tatum.
What the fuck is up? There they go with these flashes. Oh, man. What's the point of having...
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been
He rushed.
I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design.
Man, rushed in. Come on.
And now an audible here into something else. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Tatum.
Oh, my God. Come on. That's 2 picks. Here's a touchdown. Oh, my God. Here's another touchdown.
Doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping
This
the
is
back.
how it happens.
Pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the
3rd time turn. This it. Dang.
Nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready? Off the option, here's Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Robinson, he'll try the left
Oh,
side.
ho, ho,
A
ho.
few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I waited too long to
Gain
fucking
on
try
the
to
play
make
there,
that
so
move.
that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Striker, 3-3.
And Lance now to throw.
He came out. Oh, I didn't see him. Oh. Good shit.
Multiple defenders in
Good
to drop it.
shit.
A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz.
Yeah, I ain't keep him in that route.
That's what the
Damn.
O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line
Let's
comes
kick it.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombed.
Damn, he was wide.
And that'll get the lead.
Yeah, everybody in the box.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's okay.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Tatum. Here's one deep for Pickens.
Ooh, we got him left. Damn, we got him. Shit. Good shit.
51 yards.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on 1st down. Tatum. Down there on the right sideline. It's Mack. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Lance now on first down. Flush to his right.
Man, what the fuck?
In evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
See what you're trying to do, man. I see what y'all trying to do.
As he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Oh, that's yard.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Let's go now. Steal, black.
And Lance going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no shot at another touchdown here as he'll take a knee and bring this one out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first down, they'll run with the
His
defense knew what
where
was
you
coming
been at?
as he is smothered behind
Where
the
you
line.
been at?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Deron Payne in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Flushed out right.
Come on, what the fuck? What the? Come on.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game.
Oh, boy.
That one goes incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
10 cycles.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up.
That's just horrible, man.
Well, this crowd
Fucking horrible.
making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Lance back to throw. And Dotson, he's got it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now Lance. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow.
Bitch out there, Lance.
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now
he was there
their
too.
defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just didn't.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Let me fumble the ball in the end zone, then we recovered it.
They will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Able to find Mack. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Room to maneuver at the 35.
That's crazy.
Has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And
That's nuts. Oh.
Steelers 41.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy.
That's not telling me to do it.
Taken down before they work it across midfield. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Commanders, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.